Hello. Welcome, everyone. Hi. It's Reflections with Val. And I'm your host, Val. Soulfully, you can find me at IG on Soulfully_Val. And I just want to thank you guys for keeping up and staying up with me this long. I know it's been a little hiatus. I know there's been a little break. But I'm here to let you know that I'm back. It's just been hot in the little studio a little bit, but welcome. I'm glad to be here. Jersey Media Studios, of course, sponsored by Modern Nature and Jersey Media, you already know. And for those who would like to take a skin quiz, hair quiz, please let me know. Get into my DMs and I'd be happy to send that to you. Message me, email me, and I would love to lock in a nice hair and skin quiz for you guys. But on to matters. Yes, we are back. As I said, it's been some time, and whether you're jogging, taking a walk, riding a bike this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whether you're picking up the kids, whether you're on the way in the car, I just want to thank you. I want you to take time to thank yourself, to give you a moment of gratitude. Give yourself a moment of gratitude for waking up this morning, for doing the bare minimum, for doing even more than the bare minimum, but you had the energy to get up today. And I want you to just be easy on yourself, because a lot of us tend to be a little hard. Speaking from experience, okay? But with all that being said, I love this sweater, even though it's a little hot in the studio. I just want to say that I got this sweater recently. Poetic Justice, Tupac representing. And you know what? I actually want to say something. I didn't really know that the song Poetic Justice from Kendrick was about the movie Poetic Justice. And that's, honestly, as a Latina, that's actually pretty sad. Or maybe common, I don't know. But definitely found out about Poetic Justice and how the song of the cinema was sang by Janet Jackson. And that same song that was released in the year that movie was released, Kendrick Lamar used that same song to sample the song that he called Poetic Justice and had her loop and sampled in the background as he sang the verses that he wrote, which was, and I know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song. All right. That was about this whole entire song. And I just shout out to him for being so, like, just a genius, just a lyrical genius. Someone who always goes outside the box and out and beyond to elevate his sound and to try to beat his last, and I think that's important as an artist. But moving on, I want to talk about current topics, because they are buzzing. And you know what, before we go into some current topics, I kind of want to talk about how my last couple weeks have been, because you guys have missed that. You guys haven't been really seeing me in the last couple weeks, and that's because I've been moving. I've been going from Jersey, working virtually, starting new businesses, closing old businesses, kind of rebranding, all at the same time also working in my artistry and trying to have a strong foundation for myself personally. So just to catch you guys into what I've been doing, but I am now an assistant manager for a company that I just started working with last couple of weeks. So just transitioning to that schedule and still being consistent with my creativity on the side has just been a little hard to juggle at first, but I will get in the swing of things and my time management will get better. And that's what I look forward to. Just being more self-aware, more present, and just trying to be unafraid to go after each opportunity that lands on my door. I think a lot of us, and I've spoke about this in Self-Limiting Beliefs episode, is just to cut that wall down and to just take the opportunity anyways and see what happens after. Maybe you won't disappoint yourself. Give yourself a benefit of the doubt, right? But yes, now we can talk about current topics. And on current topics, I want to definitely state that scientists are predicting that by the end of this year, we're all, as a human mankind being, are going to end up having COVID. That there's no running away from it. That they predict that at least all of us would have had COVID or recovered from it or already be infected with it. So that's a little, pressing. That's a little, it gives me anxiety a little bit, more anxiety than I had before. But I just want to look back into, let's reflect together as we're in Reflections with Val. Excuse me. In 2019, when they announced this COVID and how deadly it was, almost everyone was at fear. Almost everyone stayed home. Almost everyone did not want to make each other sick. We still don't, but the fear is not running us like it used to. It governed our homes. It made us do crazy things like inhale Clorox or steam it and spray it in your face. It was just a lot of crazy times. And now we have the same amount of cases that we did in 2019. And you don't see that fear into people. It's like we're prone to what the virus has cost us physically, emotionally, and even mentally. It's like we're unfazed by it, but we're at the same time sick of it. And it's just, I don't know. Like we have the Omarion, the Omicron, as I like to say it, and we have different versions of it. So I would just rather say that I would rather just take the lesser verdict of them all and just stick with COVID if I could. But I don't know. I just haven't gotten in COVID in the last 3 years, so I wouldn't know what would be preferred. But if any of you have recovered from COVID, you are a warrior, you are strong. If anyone has recovered from any illness that was uncurable, whether it's HIV, AIDS, whether you've overcame mental chronic bipolar depression, you are a warrior. And I want you to take that moment right now and just breathe in and just thank yourself. I am worthy, yes. Okay, so moving forward into the next topic. Everyone's talking about this, and I have to mention it, unfortunately. Rihanna. Yes, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky announcing their pregnancy. It has been in almost everybody's stories. Everyone's been talking about it. I'm honestly happy for her, but damn, can we give her a little break? She must have had like 500 congratulations. And so many memes are going off on Drake right now about, whose baby is it and blah, blah, blah. And oh my God. I think that's what I love the most, honestly. It's seeing all of the Drake memes. Like, they honestly made my day and my whole weeks. It's just truly a time to live in. But shout out to Rihanna. I want to just state that she is a genius. She did not give up on all of her dreams. She only excelled even higher. She did not settle. She said, okay, I did the artist thing. Now what is next? And she has made and paved history for a lot of women in Barbados. Just gotta give her an applause there. Sis, you killed it. To being the first makeup brand to have well over 50 shades of foundation for different kinds of skin tones. You've paved the way since, and even with X Fenty Savage, it just keeps on growing. And yeah, go ahead. Moving forward, There are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. And one of those things was Kanye's single that he released and The Weeknd's new album. I'm sorry. I have to laugh because it was just not it. Like, The Weeknd's album was just not it. But the is also on the tea that Kanye West spilled in the song that he released, because he's salty and petty, as Kanye is, and he doesn't want Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson to have a win on him, even though he has a current girlfriend. But can I just say that I think all of this is a publicity stunt for both of them. And they have a good market team, and I think they're just trying to make themselves more relevant than everyone already knows that they are, but they want to remain relevant. So they're going to use Pete Davidson. Why not? And then they're going to use like a fuel on different couples. I don't know, but whatever makes it easier for people. I'm just living here and watching and eating my popcorn just as everyone else. But I believe he claimed that, that Pete Davidson had like STDs. And then he also spoke about his divorce in the song called Easy. There's like a skinless chicken on it. It was just crazy. And he talks about how he has an empty mansion and how he be teaching his kids how to be humble and like eat ramen noodles even though they're rich. And he talks about how they're rich, spoiled kids and how he has to teach them independence. And it's just... And he threw some shots at Kim. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you really got nothing else to do but I'ma just be respectful. He says, the cameras watch the kids. Y'all stop taking the credit. Non-custodiable dad. I bought the house next door. What you think the point of really being rich for? When you give them everything, they only want more. Bougie. And you'll need to do more chores. Rich ass kids, this ain't your mama house. Climb on your brother's shoulders, get that top ramen out. God saved me from that crash just so I can beat Pete Davidson's ass. Like, who says that? Like, honestly, these lyrics were so direct that I was honestly excited to read them. But I just want to go into that lyric where he says, rich ass kids, this ain't your mama house, climb on your brother's shoulders, get that top ramen out. Like, I respect that verse, because as a person who strives to be successful and have a foundation for her children, I definitely want my children to still have a life of independence and still know what the struggle is some way, somehow, or if not experience that or see it. Just because they haven't lived through it doesn't mean that they don't have to understand somebody else's struggle. And a lot of rich kids just don't have that empathy or that sympathy. So that's just really important to me. On to Pressure News, though. I wanted to talk about the actual topic involved. And that is... I don't know why I put the air horn on, but... that is going to be one of the things that Jim Carrey said. And I am so excited to show you. So, for a lot of people who are getting to know me as a host and as a creative, there are certain people that have influenced me and impacted me, and that's helped me get out of my own head growing up in a minority city. And one of those people was Jim Carrey for me. Jim Carrey had a way of playing these amazing characters, lit up, fun-filled, out-of-the-box characters that I absolutely made me feel that I wasn't home, that I wasn't where I was, and took me into a place of playfulness and creativity, and that I could be myself and I could be this person who makes funny faces and not be made fun of. And it was just really nice to see that on screen. And with that being said, I just feel like he's just a person who's misunderstood, and he's a person who's been in the limelight for a long time, that he's looking at life a lot different. He doesn't need validation or fame for validation at this point, because he's already peeped so much and seen so much that he's just wanting to impact lives at this point. And I really loved what he said at this reel. And I just wanted to share it with you guys and talk a little bit about what I feel this reel means to me, because as a person who suffered from this, from my own mind, a lot of us suffer from our own mind, which is important to self-reflect and to not fall for it. But I just felt like a lot of us have been here. And it's just important to listen to and hear.
Depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play. Depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play. Depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character
anymore. Yes. I think that was beautifully stated. If we really reflect on what he just said and think deep into our core, into what that really means, is just before we were exposed to our friends, exposed to trends, exposed to what's cool and what's not cool, and we were just innocent minded beings. We thought of something in our minds and we wanted to act it out in front of everyone. We didn't care who was watching. We didn't care who liked it. We didn't care if they didn't, or if they did like it. We just didn't need that. We just wanted to create what was in our head. And when you mix society standards with all that, it kind of dissipates. Money gets involved. Standards are involved. What you feel your career title should be are involved because your cousin and your family has a line of accountants and you want to sit here and do photography. Like, nah, like, and then that person who sat here and wanted to do photography took on accountant like everyone in his family, and then ended up realizing, oh, I'm depressed. Like he stated in this video, you know, you were depressed because you were tired of playing a role that isn't yours. So take it down. And it's just that simple. And I feel like a lot of us are playing roles that we're tired of, but because we feel like this is the only role that can satisfy our financial standards, our financial needs, our physical and emotional needs, we keep it like an armor that is protecting us, when in actual reality is doing the complete opposite. And it's actually slowing you down and affecting you even more in what you're supposed to do. So stop playing the roles. Stop putting up the walls of self-sabotage and disappointment up. Stop putting your self-limiting beliefs in front of what your dreams and what you want your dreams to be. You want your dreams to be a reality. Well, you have to sacrifice some standards that you thought were important. And you have to shift and be okay with improving and being the best version of yourself. And guess what? It's not going to happen overnight. It might happen in applying self-awareness once a week, twice a week. It might go visiting the therapist's office maybe. But the whole point of it all is that you're being 100% honest with yourself. But at the same time, you're not judging your emotions and how you feel. You are being graceful with yourself and trying to understand the cause and the true root cause of all of these issues, right? And the most important part is that you're no longer pretending that it's not there. You now target what's in the room. You see what's bothering you. You say, listen, you've been here long enough. It's time to go. Like, it's time to go. And I want And I want all of us to experience those moments, not forced, but when you decide and you choose on that. And let me tell you, if you're tired of living in that role that you've played and pretended for years, like you really tired, like you tired of living it, like you got to let it go. You have to learn how to sacrifice and let go of what you thought was going to serve you in one season is not going to serve you in the next season. What once protected you could now be the very thing that hurts you. And if you're stuck in a cycle of playing the role that you did for life based on society standards instead of your own, yeah, your body's in deep rest because it's in deep rest because you're playing a role that isn't even you. So maybe you should be real in who you truly are instead of trying to be someone you're not to everyone else around you. So that's the topic for today. Damn. Now that we finished on that, we can go on to the music therapy segment because whoo, that was a little hard delivery. Hold you. But yes, moving on to the music therapy segment, right? My favorite. I'm going to showcase 3 different artists right now. I'm going to showcase a different artist right now. And his name is Chuck XL, called LA Times. First of all, I just want to say I heard this when I was scrolling and minding my business on IG like I always do. And it just popped up to me. And I just had to share it with you guys because you guys know that if I find somebody that I like, I am going to share them. And, you know, without further ado, here it is.
I'm in LA for a week. I'm tryna fuck on the beach. You got a style that's unique. You got them sucking their teeth. You got them sad. Wish they was fucking with me. Hey, hey. They in your comment section. I had to come see that shit in 3D. I know your last nigga stressing. He don't want none of them problems with me. I got some niggas out west with some Westons. They'll bleed this block in a second. Baby, that pussy perfection. I been you over and stretching. You got that move, snuggle, super soaker. Call me over, fuck you crazy. Then I pour her, leaning soda, moving slower. Take control of me. Take control of me. Hey. She and crazy girls twice a week. Dancing on that pole just for me. I'm in town, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me? I'm around, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me? I'm in town, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me? When I'm around, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me? I'm in LA for a week. I'm tryna fuck on the beach. You got a style that's unique. You got them sucking their teeth. You got them sad, you got them mad. Wish they was fucking with me. Hey, hey. I love the way that you flexing. You went to school out in Texas. I got a shorty back home. Told me ignore that little message. I love your body caressing. You say my presence a blessing. I give you all my attention. I'm in town, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me? I'm around, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me?
For me.
I'm in town, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me? When I'm around, baby, are you down? Baby, are you down for me?
Touch down in my city, make sure you hit my phone. I don't give a fuck where I don't give a fuck if you with your little ass girlfriend, big mother. Make sure you checking in with me first. And don't think I'm not gonna find out what the fuck you're doing. Cause one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. My intuition don't ever lie to me.
That was actually me. Sorry, guys. You know, singer and host. I gotta do the both. But yes, that's Chuck XL. Brother is talented. Go ahead, do you. I forgot where is he from, but he's not from Jersey. I could tell you that much. Next up is my favorite, Boukhepra. But anyways, this song is Articulation 50. Remember, he was doing 52 songs in 52 weeks. Brother made it to 50 weeks consecutively. Congratulations and shout outs to you, brother. Making changes, making waves out here for the Chicago underground artist. I've been seeing you work and maneuver since I started my podcast and media journey, and I've just been a super fan since. This song is easy, smooth, simple, 2 minutes. Let's get it.
Hey, yo, I'm so sick and tired of the fake shit. You don't think about the people when you make shit. Been going ape shit, man, your shit is makeshift. They don't fuck with you, they just like how the bass hit. I can feel a change coming, I can taste it. Don't be basic, nigga, don't be acting like you ain't ready for activation. With the Book Troop, album on the way, be patient. Got the T, echinacea for the definition. Got the drop on the block, so I made the bass bomb. Wait, hold up, who let a lost nigga say something? Yeah. So preposterous, it's so ridiculous, ripping it's like a monstrous. My confidence will be infinite when I'm posthumous. Got time today, but still I ain't got no time for this. I grind for this, I'm sublime with this, out the mind with this. We're gonna be fine, it's the book, I'm reminding us. With a little bit of this, a literate rap, I'm making it rhyme with this. I'm bringing it back, I'll never come up with the slack, so you know I'm in this. Yeah.
The video's kind of making me
get your negativity out of here. I'm 10
like I don't
toes
like
in
it,
the
I like
dirt,
it.
you would not appear. I prayed for some real shit, you did not appear. We were 6 deep, riding in the Cavalier. Some freestyles, black and miles, and a pack of beer. 212s knocking in the back that you had to hear. And we don't play, Mr. Don't Play. So you know, it ain't all to the good, you can get it here. I'm talking about the days of walking out the corner store. We would walk the block and we would walk it like we on it though. The generational curses make you don't want it though. Got sidetracked from fixing that, but I'm on it though.
To be honest, it's the bass for me. It's the bass. It's like boom, 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 boom. Okay. Boukhepra, Chicago artist. Next up, this is a Jersey artist. Definitely thought I shared this song before, but I'm gonna share it again because it's Dante. And this song is this song is bassy as well. It's called CORNERSTORE. And I just like the concept and how it was shot. I love how it was produced as well and engineered for someone who's underground. Like, that's really dope. So here it goes.
Do you want to start a street fight with me? Bring it on.
I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store.
First off, I don't even like to smoke, my nigga. Only take a hit if she rolls, my nigga. Here's your new song, I think it's jokes, my nigga. Fuck, I look like coming to your show, my nigga. No, we ain't cool, yo, your music don't do nothing for me. You carry tools, seems like a lot of bluffing for me. Always cooking, ain't no need to check the oven for me. She broke my heart or broke the rules, ain't no loving for me.
I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up from the corner store. I just picked some backwoods up.
Hey, I just to see your Subi or your super on. Coming second. If you got some problems with me, nigga, then please go suppress it. If I ever step inside the club, don't come in my section. Grab some Dutchess with my Dutchess with some woods in my session. Wait a second, smell it for a second. If I ain't hit you for a text, you think you coming to my session? Baby, hit my plug, you probably think I keep him second. With or without the weed, a nigga gon' be stressing, but I just pick some backwoods up from the corner store. I just pick some backwoods up from the corner store. I just pick some backwoods up from the corner store. I just pick some backwoods up from the. I just pick some backwoods up from the corner store. I just pick some backwoods up from the corner store. I just pick some backwoods up from the corner store. I just pick some backwoods up from the. I just.
Yeah, this was directed and edited very nice. Shout out to you, brother, because I know you've been working. Yes. Dante, Zaran, Chuck, XL, or Alex, and of course, we got Boukhepra. Today we spoke on playing a role that you're tired of playing, and that's the reason why depression kicks in. We talked about being more self-aware and to not allowing your self-limiting beliefs to affect what you're going through and what you're doing in life. That you may stick by it and that you may enjoy every single episode of music that I share, and that you may take it home with you. And if you have a song you'd like to share that helped you in your time of reflection, please share that over and I will share it here and be happy to dive in deep with the lyrics. And thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, stream, like, follow, comment, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of that jazz. Reflections with Val, follow that, subscribe to that, and also support your host and of course me coming up with the EP single soon. Catch me in these streets, okay? Because I live in New York now. Let me stop. And follow me on soulfully_Val. So with all that being said, guys, bye.